Ettore Bugatti was one of the great automobile innovators and stylists, producing some of the most extraordinary cars of the 20th century. After the First World War, he decided to grow Grand Prix racing, producing his first Bugatti Grand Prix car in 1922. 2 years later, at the French Grand Prix, he introduced this car I'm driving, his racing masterpiece, the Type 35. Initially, it was in 2-litre form to meet the Grand Prix regulations of the time, but by 1927 had become supercharged and was really making its mark in dominant fashion. But just before that, in 1926, he'd been able to actually advertise the fact that his cars during that season had won over 500 competitive events, including, would you believe, 8 full-blooded Grand Prix. Now come and have a look at this wheel. This is a cast aluminium wheel, but cast into it is the brake drum. Very novel idea. When you change the wheel, you change the brake drum. And this front axle, well, it looks like a solid piece of steel. Well, it's not quite like that. He started with a solid piece of steel, bored it down the middle, and then forged it into that Grand Prix axle. Very complicated and technical, but that didn't bother Bugatti. This is in the French blue, of course, which is about the most popular colour. And another thing about these cars, if you wanted one, you could go and buy one. And whatever modifications Bugatti worked out for his works cars were immediately available to his customers. And of course, he kept 2 seats, because although in 1925 they did away with riding mechanics, Bugatti rather liked the idea of having the second seat there. The Type 35 Bugatti, surely one of the most beautiful Grand Prix cars ever built. By 1930, the supercharged Type 35, although still winning races, was getting a bit long in the tooth, so Bugatti came out with the Type 51, which would extend the marque's run of success with further Grand Prix victories and would still be successful racing as late as 1933. Bugatti's reign of success in Grand Prix racing in the early 1930s would be eclipsed by the advent of the big factory teams like Alfa Romeo.